What up, everybody? It's your boy Agent, and we're back once again. Yes, I've said it back once again. It's heading to late summer. And almost July is almost ended here, and you know what that means. That means football is almost here. It's almost upon us. Yes, and I've been quiet on the Steelers front and my Steelers in all season, but it's been a quiet off season. Not too crazy since after free agency and mandatory mini camp, but as we get to it, the Steelers will report to camp next week, Wednesday, July 26th, begin practice in July 27th. And a lot of people, when this happened, when the schedule came out, they did the predictions. But I decided myself to wait as we get closer so I can give you guys as much information as possible for my Pittsburgh Steelers, man. And I went down and I examined their schedule. There's a few takeaways, but when it comes down to it, I'm going to read these games off and give you guys my predictions of what I think they're going to finish the regular season with. Now, before we get started, a few key notes. They get 4 primetime games on 1 potential flex. That's at the end of the regular season. And then they have 1 Saturday game against the Cincinnati Bengals later in the season, right before Christmas time. So, a couple of things. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. And one more caveat: they're also predicted to finish 3rd in the division. So we'll just leave that there. And I'm not going to be biased about it, but I'm going to be generous. So we'll do the best we can with this. But let's get started. We're going to start Week 1, the Steelers home opener against the San Francisco 49ers, a team who made the NFC Championship game with Brock Purdy. Now I'm going to say the Steelers will come out in the home. Mike Tomlin and company will be ready to go. Kenny Pickett in year 2, and they will get this victory against San Fran. Who knows how healthy Brock Purdy will be, but San Francisco will give the Steelers problems, but I say the Steelers come out on top. Gets them to 1-0. Let's go to Week 2. Versus the Browns, Monday Night Football, big-time game. Kenny Pickett's ready in year 2, and as we all know, it's a division game, so these games are always physical, they're always hard. The teams know each other well, but I'm going to give us the home field advantage. Deshaun Watson and company will be better in year 2 within the system, but I'm giving the Steelers start the season off 2-0. Great sign. Monday night game. Now let's take it to Week 3 against the Las Vegas Raiders. Sunday Night Football, prime time again. The Raiders are having some trouble with Josh Jacobs getting to camp and getting them signed and whatnot. It's a Jimmy Garoppolo show year 1 with Josh McDaniels, and it's another year of coaching for him. I'll say the Steelers lose this game in a tough one. It's always a tough game. They want to get their redemption for last season, late in the season, as we beat them in the snow in a very cold game. So at least it's at 2-1. Now let's go to Week 4 at the Houston Texans. Now the Steelers have historically done fairly well against the Houston Texans. I'll say the Texans will probably be starting C.J. Stroud at this point in time. Rookie quarterback does not do good. The Steelers will be a top defense in this league. So let's give my Steelers the win. And that puts them at 3-1. Now we go to Week 5 against the formidable foe and the team most hated and the team I respect most in the NFL, and that is no other than the Baltimore Ravens, and this will be at home. Now, Baltimore has not served well against the Steelers at home, especially with Lamar Jackson, as Steelers have had some success with them. Knowing that they'll be healthy probably for this game, I'm still taking the Steelers at home to win in a divisional game, in a tight one. Of course, it could go either way, but I will give the Steelers this one another win. Now, what I don't like about this schedule, Week 6, they have a bye. An early bye week for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But you got to take it. Take the bye week, Week 6. Come back, go to the West Coast trip at the Los Angeles Rams, who had a tough season last year after being the reigning Super Bowl champs. Matt Stafford should be healthy in this game, but I'm going to give the Steelers this victory. Aaron Donald is going to be tough to block, but the Steelers will get this one on the road. Another W. And here's an important stretch for these next couple games. Week 8 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. For whatever reason, the Steelers continually, in his last few years, struggle against the Jaguars. Even go back to that playoff game in 2016. Leonard Fournette ran all over them. Blake Bortles and company broke my heart. AB had a great game. The Steelers could not get it done. They've even struggled in Jacksonville in some of these games. I'll give the Jags this win on road because they somehow figured out the Steelers in some way, and they're even better last year, even after losing to the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional round. Trevor Lawrence is going to be good again. They got Travis Etienne, Calvin Ridley will be back. Ingram just signed a new deal. This team is really good and on the up and coming in the AFC, and we really have to be on our toes if we really want to beat this team. But I'll say they'll lose this game. Let's go to Week 9. Thursday Night Football. It's a quick turnaround off a loss against the Tennessee Titans, who just signed DeAndre Hopkins, by the way. I said the Steelers get this done. They've had some good success historically against the Tennessee Titans. So let's mark this up as a W. Next, go to week 10 at home against the Green Bay Packers, who no longer have Aaron Rodgers and will be starting Jordan Love at this point in time. I still think he'll be trying to find his footing. I think the offensive firepower and the defense for the Steelers is too much for Green Bay to overcome. Another W. Now, here comes a tough schedule. 2 back-to-back division games. Week 11, against at the Browns, and week 12 at the Bengals. I'm going to mark both of those as losses just because of the divisional games. They could go either way. But just because we're on the road, I'll say those are 2 losses for us. Tough, I know, but that's how the division works out. We'll go to week 13 versus the Cardinals. Who knows if Kyler Murray will be back starting? I know he's recovering from this ACL, but the Cardinals have been one of the most dysfunctional franchises in the league over the last year and a half, and with the drama with Kyler Murray and company, I just don't see them overcoming it. And the Cardinals have stripped down some of their roster and some of their players, and Steelers might even be able to get one of their best players who they didn't sign to a rookie contract extension, and that is Isaiah Simmons, who I would love on the Steelers because linebacker is a huge weakness for the Steelers. So I'll say that's a W. Let's go to week 14. Thursday night football against the Patriots. It seems like we play the Patriots every year. And you know what? I'm marking this as a W. Mac Jones and company haven't added any offensive firepower to the arsenal. And I'm going to say Steelers get a victory against them. Week 15 at the Colts. That could be a flex game. So that could be December 16th or 17th, depending on how the league goes and what the records are. I'm going to mark that off as a loss. I know the Colts are bad, but they're a sneaky good team. And they always play the Steelers tough. Week 16 at the Saturday game. December 23rd against the Cincinnati Bengals. Give me a victory. Cincinnati's been getting Steelers best fit the last couple years, and they've been really giving us the business with Joe Burrow and coming ready to go. But I'm saying we're going to get this victory. Week 17 and go on the road in the Pacific Northwest at the Seattle Seahawks, who at this time we'll know what they are. Geno Smith's coming into another year. He's got a contract extension. We'll see how good they are. They've got some weapons, but that's a loss. That's tough to go up there late in the season on New Year's Eve at that being said. So that's a loss. Finally, we finish out the regular season. This could have major playoff. This could have major playoff implications. Week 18 against the Ravens. I say the Steelers get this win. This could be for the divisional wildcard game. Who knows? Steelers are gonna, in my opinion, really finish at least second in this division. So I say we're gonna get it done. And with that being said, that's a final record of 11-6. That's good. At least get you a wildcard spot in this tough AFC. Where you got the Chiefs, you got the Chargers, you got the Bengals, you got the Bills, the Jaguars. It's a loaded conference, man. We're on the tougher side of the ball here. I say they'll finish at 11-6, get a wild card, and host a playoff game. That's my predictions going into this 2023 season. So we'll see. Camp's almost here, but a couple other quick news and notes I want to talk about. Le'Veon Bell came out on social media a few days ago and said, I apologize. I should have never left. Talking about the 2019 season with the Steelers, man, it was tough, man, not having him, man. If he would have stayed a Steeler, I could have definitely seen him being in the Hall of Fame. I know he regrets it, and we all wish we would have had him because at his prime with him, AB, and Ben, man, it was great, man. But he wanted to go get his money. I don't blame him. I wish he would have stayed, but the running back market is tough right now. And with that being said, real quick, I want to talk about the running back market in the NFL. It is really tough being an NFL running back right now. Saquon Barkley did not get a long-term deal today with the New York Giants. Josh Jacobs didn't get his long-term deal. Tony Pollard signed his, even though he's coming off that fractured ankle. It's tough in the running back market right now. All the running backs are not happy right now, and it appears as if the Giants and Saquon are $1 to $2 million apart. So it looks like his departure is inevitable. Will him or Josh Jacobs come to camp? Nobody knows. I know a lot of running backs in the league are not happy about this. So you got, like I said, you got some stars: Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Austin Eckler. Man, it's tough being a running back right now. And if I'm a kid growing up right now, I even play a little bit of running back in high school, but I would not play running back to get to the pros because they're just used and thrown out. And it's tough right now as the business of the NFL is going. But I just want to talk about that real quick. Season is almost here. Training camp's here. I know the Jets opened up this week. Training camp, man, we're almost here, baby. Football is almost here. I cannot wait to go, man. I'm ready. I'm primed to go. Man, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.